All right. So in the world of ultra lightweight backpacks, frameless backpacks, there's the backpacks that have a running vest on it. So this is a camping overnight backpack with a running vest on the front. Okay, you can put a Coca-Cola like this. Got it. All right. Put another one like this. All right. Got a iPhone pocket right here. Okay. All right. It's got two Cliff Bar pockets right here and right here. All right. All right, so this pack is called the Flight 30. It's made on the West Coast in Oregon. I've got a rock video that shows what the West Coast looks like. I got a rock video for you that I shot in Mendocino. And then I'll come back and I'll talk to you for a minute about these packs. Basically, there's two frameless backpacks on the market that have got have a running vest on them. There's one called the Palante Joey, and there's this one which is called the Flight 30 or the Flight 40. This one is from Six Moons Designs, and I'm going to try to explain everything that I can about the pack. There's a few things that are kind of a surprise to me about these packs. Mostly the biggest surprise is that these packs are not really light. This one weighs about 2 pounds. So here, I'm going to show you a rock video and we'll come back and talk about that in a second. All right, so right away, the biggest surprise to me when I got this pack in the mail was that it weighs about 2 pounds. And I'm gonna show you what's on here. This back panel that it's got here is about 1 pound. So there's a plastic plate in here that's Velcroed into place. That combined with this support along the back panel, this adds about 1 pound to the pack. Now, if this were not on here, the pack would be a lot more for running than it is. Because it would just be lighter. You know, if you look at running packs from Salomon, they have about a 5 liter capacity, and they're super, super, super light. You know, these other packs, like the Palante Joey and the Six Moons Designs Flight, they're kind of heavy. They add a lot of bells and whistles. As far as running a through hike, the idea is that you would go Sobo, and the mountain is kind of shaped like a wave or a sand dune, where the north face is a cliff and the south face is kind of curved. So you would use these running packs to climb up the north face and then run down the long southern side of the mountain. But if you're going to be running with a pack on for more than 2 weeks, eventually you're going to want that pack to be as lightweight as possible. So and these packs, really, they're not. The Palante Joey is made out of a 7 ounce per square yard DCF hybrid material. So the main pocket is about twice as heavy as it could be. And this pack, the Flight, is heavier. It's about 1 pound heavier than it could be. Now, you know, if you're going on a trip that's going to be 4 days to 2 weeks, these packs are pretty awesome for mountain biking, for motocross. I think they're really good for motocross, hunting and fishing. If you were to go on Google and dial in, you know, great hunting pack, the first words that they're going to say are weight displacement, how to take the weight that's in the pack and transfer it somewhere else. So by putting this running vest style shoulder straps on here, that's transferring maybe even half of the weight from the back of from your main pocket to your chest, so that you can do a water carry on the front easier than usual. Then when you add the hip belt, you're like splitting that weight in half. So say if you wanted to carry, once you put the hip belt on, you can put a ton of ammo in the pockets on the hip belt. You can put a firearm and a 4-pound tent and a sleeping bag into the main pocket. You can put water on the front. Or say if you had a tackle box with enough fishing weights for 3 people and your tackle box was kind of heavy, this would be a good way to carry that also. I don't really think there's an advantage to getting the 30. You might as well get the Flight 40, because it's really a way of carrying more gear, heavier gear, in an easier kind of way, because this is an extreme way of transferring your weight and displacing it to different places. Putting the weight on your hips, putting the weight on your chest. That's going to allow you to ride motocross easier. That's going to allow you to snowboard easier. That's going to allow you to climb easier, ride a mountain bike, run, etc. As far as doing like a through hike, doing that for 6 months, I don't think that this is the best option, because it's a little bit heavy. But if you're used to packs from REI like Osprey or Black Diamond or Dakine or North Face, the build quality of the Six Moons Design Flight is very similar to what you're going to get from REI. Also, the customer service was exactly the same as at REI. And also, you get it overnight. These are pre-made. And the backpack straps come in large, medium, and small. You know, it basically, the big weird issue with the Flight is how many bells and whistles it has added to it. The backpack straps are interchangeable. They're attached with a Velcro system here, which is kind of heavy. You can get it in a regular running vest, an ultra lightweight running vest, or in backpack strap. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 compression straps dialing in your gear, getting it close to your back. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compression straps fitting the pack onto your shoulders. And I can put it on. All right. The first thing you're going to do is get the sternum situated, all right, and pull it shut. All right. Okay. Then you're going to grab these. Now these are kind of awkward. This is the large ultra lightweight running vest, and even on the large, this shoulder strap webbing is pulled out to the full extent. There's no danglies here. Okay, like on the back, I've got this bear canister strap here, which is super, super long, and I'm not using it. and it's dangling all over the place, right? Same thing with the load lifter straps. They're long and they dangle. The two straps that I need, which are the shoulder strap webbing, they're super short, and you really have to reach for them blindly. You can't really see them. I'm having a difficult time grabbing them right now, and they're pulled out all the way. Okay, I just found it, and you have to grab it with your fingertips. You know, this webbing could be a lot longer on the Joey and on the Flight, both of them. They're pretty short. On the Joey, I think it's up here, and on the Flight, it's back down here. So you got to reach back there, and you got to find it. You got to pull like that. Okay, so now this thing, as you cinch it up, okay, the running vest is moving. So, you know, the running vest was a little bit more comfortable before I even pulled on these. Now I got the load lifters. All right, I found one. I found a second one. Okay, so by the time you pull all 6 of these straps, it starts to get kind of weird, you know, where the vest can ride up and start rubbing against your neck, etc. But you basically want to get this all cinched in. Yeah, I mean, as I pull on this is causing the vest to ride up, okay? Just like if you have a tarp with 10 stakeouts, this pack has got 10 compression straps, you know? It gets kind of crazy. So here, I'm gonna loosen it all up. All right, loosen that up. All right, so on the back, you've got your bear canister strap, okay, which is right here. All right, that's pretty long. You've got this clip. You've got some extra bells and whistles here. You've got some Velcro on the top. You've got like a rigid kind of like a bar in here going on, a little bit extra weight right there. You've got these 2 compression straps that are quick release. You just click them out, okay? And they kind of go like that. They're pretty big and dangly. I mean, you know, this is a lot of extra kit here. So basically, you know, you would roll this thing up, clip it together, get the bear canister on there, cinch that down. Then you've got this compression strap, you dial that in, clip it in, cinch it down, okay? Another one, cinch that down, okay, all right, yeah, all right, and then you also have the shock cord. All right, the shock cord unlocks like this and opens up. That way you can put a puffy in here pretty easily, okay? And then the way that you pull it and you compress the pack even more. You know, basically, if you're into extreme sports, if you're into motocross, fishing, if you're into heavy carries, if you're planning on carrying a lot of gear, this gives you a chance to do extreme sports like snowboarding, canoeing, you know, climbing, and you can kind of carry quite a bit of gear. You can get this gear kind of heavy and put it all over your body. It's got this Velcro connector right here, okay, and that's where your hip belt goes in. As far as carrying all your gear with you and running on a thru hike, yeah, I don't really see too much gear out there that's specifically for that purpose.